everybody. It is me, Mrs. Empowerment Coach. I am back in the building. You guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here with me, hey. If it's not, peace and welcome back. You guys, Empowerment Schooling, that's what I represent. That's the coaching network. And we focus on mastering thoughts and conditioning emotions so that we all as a people can live our best lives, of course, and experience the one thing that we all desire, and that's to have hope. Having only positive experiences is what we consider it here at Empowerment Schooling. So, do me a favor and click that little bell down there and subscribe to the network so that you're always aware when we are present. So you guys, I'm really happy to be here with you again today. I'm not sure if you are following the series is that we are posting about the emotions so that you guys can continue to stay connected for self-development and personal growth. But if you are, or even if you aren't, I'm still going to tell you what's going on. We have been focusing on anticipation. Yes, anticipation is an emotion. It actually happens in your brain. And with that being stated, you guys, a lot of people are, we find ourselves as humans. We find ourselves in situations where we end up, we want something, we anticipate something, we daydream about it, we spend time in thought about it, you know what I'm saying? And we send out those energetic vibrations of what it is that we're wanting and what it is that we are aspiring to have for ourselves in our lives. And so with that being stated, you guys, I just wanted to let you know that living in a place of anticipation is absolutely phenomenal. Just do your best to try not to jump over into expectation, because that's when too much thinking goes into place. Like, what if it doesn't happen like that? Well, what if this happens? Well, what if? Well, what if? In anticipation, you already have commanded what it is that you want to yourself. You already know what it looks like. You already know what it feels like. You already know what it sounds like. You already know the results of it. So live in the know. Live in the complete understanding that what it is that you desire for your life on this journey while you're here on this particular platform, live your life in anticipation, in complete know that this is mine, this is why, this is how, and this is what's going to happen. And things will definitely shift for you. If that's a good word for you to understand. But once you start letting in all of that expectation, like, oh, I expected this to happen, or, that's when you miss the appreciation coming from the experience, So anticipate the things that you actually really want. Spend time on it, vibrating on it, meditating on it, focusing solely on the results of what it is that you are definitely seeking for your particular life at the time. And because our intentions, you guys, are really important, and they actually are a form of communication within ourselves as well to ourselves. When you put your intent into a really deep thought, aka that's how you anticipate things, is when you're putting in all of your energy, all of your desires are being put in, and these are the things that you're wanting for yourself. So that's how you're definitely going to get them, is by believing in them and definitely keeping yourself positive and keeping yourself at a place of growth when it comes to attracting what it is that you're going to need to yourself. Now, that's what we've been talking about, in Empowerment Schooling, is mastering anticipation, different ways to view anticipation, different ways to understand anticipation. And with that, because the month of February, this is going to be a month of love where everybody focuses on love. Well, I do want to be clear with you that love isn't necessarily a emotion. Love is not an emotion. Love is not a feeling. Love is merely a word. And that word comes in stages. And the word love itself, it actually derives, centuries before the meaning that we utilize it for here now. And you're going to have to check out a couple of our blogs in order to understand that. I'll actually put in the description box a link for you to check out what love really is, and where the word came from and things of that nature. But from a scientific standpoint, love is merely a word, and that word has a lot of power because of the intent that we as a people put into it. The word love enhances all other feelings and all other emotions. And it's a word, when you understand the stages of love, that's when love actually, where all the feelings are applied to certain situations, as far as relationships and friendships and things of that nature. So the level, we've already gone over the first level, which is lust. The second level, which is attraction. And the one for me that I am so excited to talk to you guys about today is attachment. You guys, do me a favor. Leave me a comment after this video, after you have the complete understanding of what attachment is and how it is the third stage of love and what it means, and how, this resonated with you and for you, and you're able to be, if you're even able to begin to move forward in a different direction of your life, having these type of understandings. When you're in the third stage of love, which happens to be attachment, aka or commitment, you guys, what's happening in this stage, the chemicals that are happening are oxytocin or vasopressin. I believe I'm saying that right. These are chemicals that I have explained to you and on other videos, what oxytocin, what different type of other emotions, which trust is going to be the other emotion that is evoked through the release of oxytocin in our body, throughout our bodies. So with that being stated, what I do want to let you know is that yes, within love, there are chemical reactions that are evoking those sensations and those different feelings. That's what I mean when I say that love is not an emotion. When I say that, I mean that the word itself is not an emotion. There are 3 levels, and in each level, there's going to be different chemical reactions that are generating different sensations and feelings. So when it comes to lust, that's when you are secreting different chemicals in your body. The second stage, you're going to be secreting the dopamine and the serotonin. Lust. The first stage is when you're releasing those pheromones, those sexual hormones, that estrogen and testosterone. The second stage is going to be attraction, which is going to be that adrenaline, that dopamine, that serotonin. And the third stage is going to be that attachment, which is going to be the oxytocin and the vasopressin. Okay, those are the chemicals that are creating the sensations of feelings, everybody. It's very, very important that you understand what's happening in each stage and why it's happening and why you're feeling what it is that you're feeling. Once you get to the third stage and you have made it through the lust, you've made it through the attraction, okay, and you're still hanging in there. I don't care if it's with a job, a relationship, or anything of that nature. Once you get to that, you guys have jumped through all the hurdles, you've withstood all the hurricanes and the tsunamis and things of that nature. You guys are having a better understanding. You're flowing a lot better. You're able to interpret based upon facial expressions and tones of voice and gestures and things of that nature. At this point, you have this. You all are now committed and you are in an attachment with each other. At this point, if it's with a job, you have now signed. You're signing for the benefits that are now yours. This could very well be after you've already been hired on, because I'm not sure if you're aware that in relationships, you're gonna have to continue to go through these different cycles of events. You're going to have to continue to go through these stages. You're going to have to go back through lust. You're going to have to go back through attachment. You're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go back through lust. You're going to have to go back through attraction. You're going to have to go back through attachment, which is commitment, in order for the relationship to continue to always stay strong. No matter what type of relationship it is, you guys, I really, really want you to be clear that in all these 3 stages, you are going to have to revisit these stages in order to continue to stay committed. Okay? A lot of people, when you're committed, you're going to have to figure out a way to stay lustful for this position that you're in, or for this job, or with your child. Because there are parents who walk away from their children because they're no longer in lust of this bond. They're no longer in love or attracted to this situation. That's how parents end up killing their children. That's how children end up walking away from their parents, because the commitment for the relationship, the commitment for the bond and the journey, it's null and void. So you guys, I do want you to be aware that when you are understanding you and when others are understanding themselves, it's very important that we as a people understand who we are from a mental perspective and what's happening to us from a mental perspective, because your brain is the largest muscle in your body. Okay? And with that being stated, if that's the largest muscle in your body, imagine with everything that it has to do, with everything that it is doing on an everyday, all the time basis, because you're not telling your lungs to pump air in and out. You're not telling your eyes to blink. You're not telling your mouth to salivate. You're not doing that. But your brain is. Okay? It's very important that we learn who we are and how our bodies work so that we can better help our bodies be good to us, especially our brain, because that's what's going to be the controlling factor when our bodies are no longer able to do the physical things that it was able to do. When you understand that you're in a relationship and you're committed, no matter if it's at work, with your children, with your friends, with a partnership, you guys, when you're committed, it's going to show through your actions. Okay? It's going to show through your actions. No matter what type of ship it is, if you truly love and you're committed to that particular situation, your actions will show well beyond what your words say. Okay? And I want you to keep in mind, there are going to be times, even if it's in a relationship, your partnership, your businessship, where one person is going to be on another level of this whole love thing. Okay? But it takes the other committed party to pull that other person back to where they are. Okay? Energy transfers. So let's not buy into anything that, society is telling us. It's not okay to continue to walk away. It's not okay to keep changing jobs. It's not okay to not have a solid relationship with your parents. It's not okay to not have a solid relationship with your partner. It's not okay to not have a solid relationship with yourself. You guys, we've got to begin to start these foundations of love with ourselves. Okay, because energy transfer, I'm going to close this out with a nugget for you. When you love, if you're wanting love, and you're wanting it in your life, and you're wanting to understand that and how to apply lust, attraction, and attachment into your everyday life so that you can actually receive these things, because now you feel like you understand the levels. It's very important that you start with you. No, there's no way for a person to love you deeper than you can love yourself, okay? Once you begin to respect you as a person, okay, you have to respect you first. That's the only way for somebody else, A, to respect you, and B, for them to trust that you're respectable, because they can see that you trust you and you respect you, okay? So in loving you, let's start out with respecting you first. Let's start out with trusting you first, okay? The second thing I'm going to leave you out with is when it comes to these levels of love, you guys, you can't expect someone to be in these levels of love with you or for you if you aren't already there for yourself. You have to be able to lust yourself first. You have to be able to be attracted to yourself first. And that does mean all of the flaws. You have to do that. You have to be able to be attached to yourself and committed to yourself. Here at Empowerment Schooling, we are letting you guys know that energy transfers. We can see people on the outside. We can see you from a level that you can't see yourself. I don't care if you look in the mirror, you still can't see you the way that someone else is seeing you. But what you need to understand is the person that you do look in that mirror at and you do see, no matter the flaws, big or small, fat or tall, brown or white, pink or yellow, the fact of the matter, bald hair, long hair, dreads hair, locked hair, it's not that, those are not you. Those are your outer characteristics that is encompassing the energetic being that you are. Once you learn to love the genuineness of who you are, when you begin to lust after that genuineness of an energetic being that you are, once you begin to attract to yourself, when you can be attracted to your fingernails, to your eyebrows, to your eyelashes, to your natural hair, to your whatever it is that makes you you, when you're able to be attracted and you're attached to that and you're committed to you, the very person that is meant for you will appear because of the energy that you are transmitting from yourself. Will definitely attract who it is that is going to be appreciative and respectful of those very things. They just are wanting someone who's lusting after themselves, who is attracted to themselves, and who is attached and committed to themselves, because it is an outward representation that you will be lustful of them, you will be attracted to them, and you will be attached and committed to them. This even applies to jobs, partnerships, businessships, and various things of that nature. You guys, I have overly enjoyed my time with you here today. I hope that you all have taken something out of this particular time that you and I have spent with one another. Share this video. Leave me some comments. If you haven't subscribed to the network that lets you stay connected to empowerment, please make sure you subscribe right now with that little bell. Ding, stay connected to empowerment. You guys, I have really enjoyed my time here with you. You also are going to want to stay connected with us via www.empowermentschooling.com. That's where you're going to find out how to subscribe to our newsletter, our mailing list, so that you're able to be afforded promo codes, you're able to be afforded discount codes, you're able to be afforded all of our newest events and upcoming activities and things of that nature. I'm going to sign out here today, you all. I hope that you begin to love on you and those around you so that you're able to get what it is that you're going to need to yourself. Don't forget, there are only 3 levels of love, and that's going to be lust, attraction, and attachment. Grab a hold to those and apply them to every area of your life. Respect you first, and I promise you, everything you're going to need is going to be just fine. So, until our next one, peace and hair grease.